Hey folks, it's Jim. I had to do an update on this when I did my homework and found out what it was. Uh, I had to go to my men's group tonight, so I took it down there in the back of the car, and I took it out and I said, "Guys, does anybody know what this is?" And everybody said no, no, no. And we got some guys that are, in their 60s and stuff there, and they said no, they didn't know what it was. And but one of the guys, Rob, was able to see Rowe Manufacturing Company, Galesburg, Illinois, which I hadn't seen. I thought it was just a rough spot in the wood here. So, but what it is a garden cultivator that was made for about 70 years, about 6 decades, I guess, the late 1800s to 1950. And it's interesting because it actually works. I don't know if I'm going to use it anymore now that I found out what it is. But these tines actually grab into the ground right here, these spikes. And then these tines in the back do your cultivating. Well, also, I was right in the original video. This piece, if you'll notice down here, is adjustable. And what that is your stirrup hoe. So you flip this thing over, and now after you've cultivated and done all your planting and everything, and if you notice there's one more attachment here where you can put one of the hoes to make your harrow so that you can make your seed line and all that. So that's interesting too to me. But this thing becomes your stirrup weeder for your rows. Because you can adjust it right here. As you'll notice in here, this nut, you loosen it up and adjust this whole thing, and you can also adjust the angle. So, but what I found was by adjusting this, it is perfect as a stirrup hoe. Probably the best stirrup hoe I've ever used, because these spikes go under the hoe, right? But they don't let you go too deep. So you can go so fast. Now I see why this thing lasted 6-7 decades in production. It's just a fantastic piece of gear. I don't know if I'm going to use it anymore since that's all original paint. Obviously, it's original paint. And this is the original wood, obviously, because it's Rowe Manufacturing. It's still stamped in there. I don't know what I'm going to do with this now. I really don't. I thought I was going to have some fun with it, playing in the garden next year. But now I really don't know what I'm going to do, because I haven't seen any of these before. I went online, and there was one article on it from, it must have been the 40s. It was an advertisement, and that was it. And those were green, and this is yellow. So I'm not even sure, what I've got here really. But again, if anyone happens to know, let me know. But this is the Rowe Garden Cultivator, and you can tell it's the original wooden handle too. I mean, this is antique wood here. This is a real deal. And I don't know if I want to use it, because if you'll see, there's starting to be a little split right here as well. Not that that's going to break anytime soon. It's good wood. I mean, this is solid as all get out. He had it in his barn, so just a lucky find on my part. But it is the Rowe Garden Cultivator. I'll try and give you a profile of it, of how it looks. There's your tines, and up there's your stirrup weeder. And when you flip this thing over, it works. I used it, and it worked great. I'm absolutely amazed. What a find this is. I think I'll just keep it in my little shed, and if things ever do hit the fan, why, then I've got a great tool that really works well. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you. If you're like me, I have one of the original DR mowers that DR sent me all the parts to make it spit polish brand new. They were so impressed when I found that was at a barn sale again, and they were just dumping it. I think I paid $50 for an original DR mower. All it needed was a belt. The motor still ran, everything. Absolutely amazing. Even the bicycle wheels were good. And now look at this thing. you know, it's got the original paint. You can tell that's all original. This hasn't been redone or anything. This is all original equipment, which is, I'm really, I'm jazzed now that I know what it is. And if you've seen one or used one, please write in and let me know. Apparently these were very popular for about 50 plus years. They saved farmers, victory garden people, and all of that lots of time. What used to take an hour or so, and hoeing would take 2 to 5 minutes with this tool. So it really revolutionized the home gardener. And in its era, I guess these were highly sought after. Anyway, experience, strength, and hope. Jim out.